Well, hello everyone, we are live here again in Baldur's Gate. So let's just get moving and see what kind of mischief we can get up to today, shall we? Yes. And hopefully there'll be fewer problems this time around. I have been looking at settings and bit rates and a whole lot of other boring stuff, and it looks like everything is a little bit better now than it was in the last couple of times. Hopefully. We will see. Right, so last time we kind of steamrolled these guys. They took a little bit of our health, but not very much. And right off the gate, it looks like there might be something wrong with the chat. Test. I don't know if... Can someone please write test in the chat to see if it works? I'm not sure if there's something wrong. Alright, and now I can see the chat, so thank you so much. Nate does whatever, and yeah. And thank you for being here, and well, alright, I'm pretty... Now I can see the chat, okay. So thank you so much, Nate. I just needed to mute. There, great. Well, I'm good, aside from these technical things here, because that's just very, very, very frustrating that it doesn't work. I'm just gonna try test right there, and yeah. Oh wow, this is frustrating. I had hoped that it worked, but it looks like it might be there now. Anyways, thanks for being here. I hope that it's gonna work from now on. Great. So we're back here now. We have successfully defeated the goblins back at the Grove, and now we are going back to the goblin camp to get the stuff that we didn't get the first time around. Yes. Anything interesting here? A little bit of food, not much. Oh, hello, Vinny. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. Right. Goblin camp is this way. I have no idea how many of the goblins are left now that we have defeated them back at the Grove, but yeah, we shall see. I don't know if I should be sneaking or if we... Oh, they are still... still trying to catch the chicken, and they are definitely hostile towards us, so and okay, there we go. Great. I really hope they fix this problem soon with the technical problems. And hello, Adam. There, now I see you. Hello, welcome to the stream. Now I can see that chat also. I have to look 3 different places because the centralized software I'm using isn't working, so that's just fantastic. Alright, we are in... Whoa, they were all here. Interesting. I thought that maybe there would be less goblins now that we defeated them at the grove, but that doesn't seem to be the case, I think. So you know what? Ooh, wow. We are low on health. Right. Okay then. Astarion, you go there. And me, you go, or I go here. And then we will do something. We will do a little bit of a throwy throw. And then we will start out by giving all of us a little bit of a health boost. And you know what? Lae'zel, you are at full health. Yes, so you can just go over there. So that means that I can go there so that I'm gonna be sure that they'll hit me. Right, and then we'll throw again. Oh, throw this time actually. There we go. Good, that helped, but not by much. Astarion is still very much at low health. Sure, but we have a secret trick. Astarion, you will blow this horn. Yes. And I...
Just one more toot. For time's sake.
No, that was what I was afraid of, because we've already used the horn. So apparently it doesn't work one more time. So, I think what we want to do is do a tactical retreat and let them come to us through this narrow pass here. I think that would be a good idea. Good way to go. Okay, I can actually hear you now. Phone was bugging out. I wanted to drop by and just say I finished my D&D session. We used your wonderful tracker. Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you so much for letting me know. It really means so much that to hear that people actually use the things that I create. How did it work in game? I'm very curious to know. I haven't even used it yet in my game. We were supposed to play this weekend, but too many people dropped out, so we had to postpone it.
Deep and move.
And
Fools these mortals be.
yeah, you can also just leave. There we go. Worked great, honestly. Well, awesome. How many players were you? How many tokens did you have in the tracker?
Swift and lethal.
Super easy to add enemies in mid-combat. Awesome. That it was exactly what I had hoped. Good. So what we want to do here now is... we would like these goblins to come to us through the narrow pass there. Ollie JT, what? Trouble scheduling a D&D session? No way. That doesn't sound like a tabletop. No. Who would ever think that could happen? Yeah, but for once it was actually me who couldn't make it. So, yeah. All the players were ready to play on Sunday, and I had other plans on Sunday. So yeah. Great. Let's get on with it here. Hey, everybody, love the work you're doing. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Nath. Is it Nath or is it Nate? Yeah, Nath. I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. Our previous method was listing a piece of paper, and we kept skipping people's turns by accident. A party of 5 with the traveling NPCs, so 6 really, and at most 5 enemies today. Well, awesome. That is so awesome to hear. Great. Let's see what the goblins do. They are all dashing, but they are clumping together, and I like that. I like that a whole lot. No Shadowheart, where are your heals coming from? That's the neat part. They're not. Yeah, we really don't have any type of healing. I've tried to get some healing spells to Gale, but it hasn't really worked yet. And I prefer to choose my companions for their personalities, not for their perks or skills. And for some reason, I don't really like Shadowheart. I don't know why. It's just I just don't click with her. Talk about. We'll comment in a TikTok post maybe if you want to see. Oh yeah, definitely, Nate. I would really much like to see it. Really much, very much. I would really much like to see it. Yes. Right. So we need to be strategic here. So, oh no, oh no, oh no! You don't have any more spells left. I had forgotten we didn't do a rest after last session. Or after last stream. So this will be interesting. I guess. I would have used a chromatic orb here, but he can't do any more spells. Interesting. So what can he throw then? I think we have lots of alchemist fire. Yep, there we go. And confirm. Then he can throw that at least. Throw alchemist fire. And oh yes, he can throw there, but he can't throw here. Yes, if he hit right there, he'll hit the most of them, and I think that's a good way to go. Just send it on your most recent post. Thank you so much. I will look at that later. And thanks so much for following. And this is another problem I can. There we get. Hey, Toge. Thank you for the follow. Right. And it says, yes, I changed my name on Twitch from Weasel Bandit, which was my old Twitch name, to Masterful Dungeons. So I just wanted to make sure that it actually said Masterful Dungeons there. So, but it does. That's great. So we did manage to do a lot of splash damage there. That was pretty good. And you will then run even more away. Awesome. And me, what can I do? I do have some acid splash. Does anyone know if that will do any particular more damage because they are on fire, or will that be... Hi! Welcome to the stream. I don't know if it will react with the flames, but I will see. Can we hit all of these? No, because I can't move. Oh, I can move closer, so I'm just gonna move closer and then try the acid splash. And thank you so much for the... Oh wow, thank you for... Oh, it's subscription on YouTube. Great, that made a lot more sense. Thank you for subscribing. Hi. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast it on these three. There we go, and it doesn't look like the acid and the flames had any combining effect, but it still did some splash damage, actually very good splash damage, so I'm happy with that. Let's see the take damage impact and when they move in it. Yeah, what I was wondering if the flames would react with the acid, so place in front to increase the area size. Yes, I could have done that. Yes, I could have done that, of course. Sure. Anyways, it worked. I'm pretty happy with it. And I can only do an offhand attack, so I am gonna go back to the others. Great. And Gale, my wonderful boy, what do you have? You have absolutely no... You have absolutely no spells left either. You can do an arcane recovery, I think. Only outside of combat. Yes! Well, you are gonna be pretty useless this time around, aren't you? Hey, you can cure wounds now. I forgot. Okay, Shocking Grasp. That's a cantrip. Firebolt. Mage Hand. Yes, tickle them. Tickle them into submission. Guidance. No. Well, Firebolt or Shocking Grasp. Then Firebolt is better. So you can cast it on him. Why do you have to be so close? Or to go over there to cast it on him? I don't like that you need to go closer to him. Couldn't you just cast from where you're standing? Apparently the path is interrupted. There we go. Let's see. Nice! Well done, Gale. That's the best you've done ever in this playthrough. I like that. Thank you so much. Good. And then Lae'zel. What can you do now? You basically just have your bow. And you can do trip attack, but we don't want to waste that. We could shoot a fire arrow actually. So how is it that we switch to that? You need to have that equipped, don't you? I think you do. So we do have... Oh, that's an acid arrow. Alright, let's see. Arrow. There we go. We have... And thank you so much for the follow this or the subscription. I have to do something here. I can't see who does what, so I need to do a little bit of reorganizing. Yugi, thank you for the subscription. Awesome. So we have Arrow of Darkness, we have Arrow of Fire, and we have Arrow of Acid. Does that do splash damage? I wish I could stay longer, but it's almost midnight, so I'll have to stop by next time. Enjoy your stream, and I'll catch you later. Well, thank you for stopping by, Nate, and really appreciate you using my tracker. I think there's a lot of comments that I haven't caught up on. We also realized the image pieces work great as emergency character minis, as we can stick a scribble into it and put it on the battle mat. Oh, fantastic. Leads to damage and impact. Yes, great. Thanks for stopping by, Nate. Sure, let's try this arrow and put it over to Lae'zel, and then we should be able to, yeah, then we can use that. And it does do an area attack here. So, Lae'zel, you are the furthest away. That's just fantastic. So, is the Twitch stream... The Twitch stream seems to be paused or broken or something. No, now it works. Great. Fantastic. Okay then. Wait. Good. Let's try it from here. What can you do? You can do... It's outside. You can shoot there and hit there. Good. Let's try that. Haha. Nice. Oi! Nice. Well, this is just working wonderfully. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you. Well, I'm betting these goblins are a little bit tired of fire at the moment because, well, now they have to walk through it, and one of them is dead, one of them is about to die, and none of them is saluting me. But that's okay. Let's just get away from here. Get back. There we go. That's fine. You have the most health, so you can take up the brunt of the group. So that's good. And Gale, you can't do anything more, so let's just move on to the goblins. Oh, there's one up there. Can he hit us with something? I think he can. Oh, there's a chest up there. Oh no! You hit Gale's intelligence. Now he can't throw any spells, which he can't do anyways. Oh, that guy's immune to burning. Ooh, ow, ow, ow! Stop hitting Lae'zel. That's not very nice. This could end up hurting. This could end up hurting. No, no, no. That was health. Okay, fair enough. I can live with that. I thought he maybe had thrown water or something. Okay then, Astarion, you can use the True Strike on Lae'zel. Yes, and then you can get away. You can go over here behind the ramparts. That is awesome. And let's move to my character. We could use a little bit of splash damage right here. Yes. Yes. What would do the most damage actually? Acid splash or throwing a grease bottle? I think I'm gonna throw a grease bottle. I think that has a larger area of effect too. So grease bottle. And throw that right there. Yes, that is definitely better. It took me up to my third playthrough to learn how powerful kicking people was. I actually don't think I've learned that just yet. Grease will expand the fire also. Yes, you are incredibly correct. And it will keep the fire going because it might go out next turn, I think. So, let's just do... Oh, the path is interrupted. Of course it is. Let us just use Lae'zel first and see if we can't get this guy. I think we can get this guy. Yeah. So if she, even this, the lowest damage that she can do, he's gonna die. Assuming that she hits, but she has True Strike, but I think that's just for damage actually. Never mind. We're gonna try. You can kick people off ledges, and with characters like Lae'zel with high strength, it's quite... Oh, of course, you mean, yeah, kicking off thing. Yeah, I usually used shove rather than kick, but yeah, I get what you mean now. Can be good for fall damage or just giving yourself more space to... Yeah, exactly, yeah. I know exactly what you mean. No! No! She missed! I don't like that. Right. So, can you jump to here? If you jump to here, yes. Can you then throw... Where's the grease bottle? Grease bottle. There it is, yeah. Then you can throw to here and hit all of these. And I know one of them is immune to fire. We can't really do much about that, but we can hit all of these guys and expand the fire, so I think it's well worth it. Nice. Good. So he is low. No, he's lowered. She's half. Yeah, it's good enough, I think. And yes, then he's cornered. They are probably gonna shoot at me now, which isn't good, but yeah, we'll take what we can get. Right, Gale, what can you do then? You could actually kill that guy now with Firebolt. Assuming that you hit. Nice. Very well done. Can I move any more than this now? No, I have used up all of my move speed. Well, that's okay. We'll just go there. Thank you so very much. We'll end your turn. Lae'zel, you can move, actually. So you could go stand there in front of me. There we go. No, no, no. That's... Yes. Let us put the guy with the lowest health and no armor in the front. Can you move back a little bit? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, now you're safe. Of course. I thought it was Lae'zel. Okay, jump. Well, Lae'zel, you can still go be cannon fodder over here. So, there we go. Good cannon fodder. And I think that is what we can do. So, ow, ow, ow. But at least it's Lae'zel. Gale works best when dead with his great necrotic damage, anyways. Interesting. I've never tried that. Ooh, that ogre is not looking too... Ow. He's not looking too fun. I'm not a fan of this. I really am not. At least these guys are standing in the fire and they could potentially die, these two, next time. So what I think we need to do now is disengage and get away from these guys. And can we break the bridge? That could be awesome. If the bridge could be collapsed or something. Awesome. Well, what can you do? You can cast True Strike again. Hello, Trickshot God. Welcome to the stream. And it looks like my regular software is working again with the comments. We're gonna see if it's gonna hold up. Don't think you can shove the ogre though. No, I don't think I can too. And what's that sound? There was a singing of some sort over from the right. Never mind. You can cast True Strike. Oh, you are still using True Strike on her. Okay, great. Fair enough. Hello, Sean Ellen. Welcome to the stream. Lae'zel and Kala can throw Gale easily. Ooh, throw people. Interesting. Interesting. Great. We need to get away from these guys and put some distance between us. So, Lae'zel, if you could do a trip attack on him. Oh, Gale. Guidance. Guidance. No! Not only did I choose the wrong thing, but now I removed the True Strike from Lae'zel and I put it on Gale. Okay. Gale. If you could use guidance on Lae'zel, that would be very, very nice. Thank you so much. Now, Lae'zel, if you now could do a trip attack on this ogre, Gorgon, that would be nice. Ah, he saved, but he did lose most of his health, so at least that was something. And he's burning, so yeah. And then you can use Second Wind on yourself. Exactly, and you healed 13, but you're back at full health. I'm starting to grow fond of Lae'zel, actually. She has pretty nice things that she can do. Right, and Starion, you useless bastard, you can just go back here again. And what is the name of this game? It's called Baldur's Gate 3. It's basically D&D. It runs on the same rules as D&D. It's awesome. Great, then there's me. What can I do? I can do an acid splash. 1 to 6 damage. That won't do much, but it could kill that guy and damage him. Could I throw it at these guys here? I could actually do... No, I can't do that. Nope. I could throw another grease bottle. Perhaps. I could do that on them too. Then there would be grease. Oh, I'm gonna throw a grease bottle there. Good. I love these grease bottles. So if I throw it here, then these guys will be hit. And path is interrupted. Path is interrupted. Path is interrupted. I need to hit where I won't actually hit my own friends. So let's try again. Grease bottle right there. And path is interrupted. Path is interrupted. Path is interrupted. Why is it interrupted? Okay. Gale. Move. Yes. Lae'zel, you are back at full health, so you can lose a little health now. So you move now. Ha! Yes. Awesome. And then back to me. Then I can go there, and now I should be able to throw the grease bottle without any interrupted path. Yeah, no. There I can. Seriously? He just takes up all the space, and still I only have a 50% chance of hitting him. I can hit behind him because he's in the way, but I can't hit him. Yeah, sometimes those accuracy things are a little bit weird, but we'll just do this. That will encase the entire bridge anyway, so that when the other people are... There we go. They lost a little bit of health. Well, a tiny bit. And then move away. Not much, but enough. Good. Did we do something with Lae'zel? Yes, we did. Now, Gale, do you have anything you can do? No, you don't. So we'll just end the turn, end the turn, end the turn, and let's see what happens. Arrest them! Ooh, the fire is... Oh, it's gone over there. One died, another died. That's nice. And he's down to 25 health. He's gonna go hit me now. No, he's not. And he's blocking the way for the others. That is just awesome. No, don't heal. Great. You know what, Astarion? Now you can cast True Strike on Lae'zel. Nice. Good. So... It would be nice if we could get some splash damage on these guys over here. Is he the one who's immune to fire damage? No. There was someone who was immune to fire damage a little earlier, but... Okay, anyways. Let's see. I am the closest. Could I throw... No, Lae'zel. You can do a trip on him. So, Gale, use guidance again on Lae'zel. You are still using guidance on her. Okay, that's great. So, Lae'zel, use a trip attack on that guy. It will either kill him, I think. No, it's not going to kill him, but it's going to do a lot of damage. But it has a potential to trip him, which means that my character could throw over him. So let's try. Nah, missing completely with both guidance and True Strike. What are you doing, Lae'zel? Okay. You're gonna wait a little bit. Me, I'm gonna see what I can throw. Tap your head. Tap my head? Why? Am I a good boy? Okay, throw. I can throw an Alchemist Fire on these guys over here. Oh, and I can do that without actually... Yes, nice, awesome. Ah! Did anyone else just hear Wario there? And hello, Lucas. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for saying hi. So he's down to almost half. He is down 2, and he is down a little bit. Great. So we have these guys back. If he moves through the fire, he gonna get dead. And he doesn't really do much there, but he's on fire at least, so that's something. So I am just gonna move away a little bit.
Need to find a way forward.
Grab the camera for Lamar Jackson's edit. I don't know what any of those words mean. Best boy, right off the scratch. That's exactly. And you can now use... Yes, let's gain advantage on intimidation and performance. Yeah. No. Firebolt. Use Firebolt on that guy. Yeah, did a little bit. That's good. And you can move up to Astarion. That is great. And Astarion, you can't really do much from here. You could throw an Alchemist Fire. I don't know if you have the range. No. You don't have an action. Oh, sure, great. So you're just gonna wait. And me, I can't go anymore, so just do that. And Lae'zel, you can't do anything else, so you're just gonna stand there in front of me and absorb arrows. Good. And he's still just crying out for people to arrest us. Ow. And they are running through the fire. He's taking fire damage. And he can't walk past this place. That's awesome. Okay. Yes. Oh, there's no more fire there. That's not good. Okay, Astarion, you do have a fire attack, so you just do this. Critical miss. You are useless. And you don't even have enough movement for that, so you'll just stay behind, okay? Then...
I am death.
you will shoot this guy with disadvantage. That is not good. Let's try the trip attack again. Or piercing shot? No, trip attack. Let's try that on the big guy. 36% with disadvantage. That's not good odds, but I'm a gambling man. Ooh, nice. And you... oh, I thought you could do pommel strike or something. Apparently not. Okay then. Then over to me. You will... hit that guy? Sure. Nice. And then you are gonna run over here. Yes. Awesome. And Lae'zel... no, that's Gale. You're just gonna... oh, you can do things too. I forgot. I keep forgetting you can do things. So go closer and then use your firebolts. There we go. Nice. He's almost down. Haha. Great. And Lae'zel, you have movement, so you go up there.
In position.
Oh! Electrocuted from what? Oh! She has boots that electrify water, so she just electrocuted herself. Maybe those boots aren't the best thing. Great. On to the ogres. Or to the goblins. The oglins. Ow. Critical miss. Nice. And they are standing in a group. So that's just fantastic. So we're just gonna take Lae'zel. You have an alchemist fire, so you move around the electrified puddle. And then you are gonna throw... no, is it worth it? He has nothing, he has nothing, he has... nothing. And then again, we have plenty of these. So you just throw that, and that is wonderfully great.
Interest.
Ha! Awesome. He's gonna die next time. He's almost gonna die, so you just move right over there. And then my character. You can do... this.
Let's get this over with.
With acid. Okay. It did a little bit. Not much. That's okay. Then you move away. And Gale, you... no, that's not Gale, that's Astarion. Astarion, you do have a bow, so you can use the bow to hit the big guy, maybe. Yeah, let's try to hit the big guy. The big guy. Yeah, and the big guy's down. And twerking. Great, that was pretty good. And then we have Gale. And Gale, let's just use your firebolt here on these guys.
On my honor.
Nice. So there are 2 left.
Swift and lethal.
He's gonna die. Not him. The other one's gonna die. Oh, Eldritch Blast. Nice. And he is dead. So there's only this guy left. Nice. Nicey nice. And he's just standing up there. How can we get up to that location? I actually don't know. Is that why he hasn't come down for us? Because he can't come down, apparently. Okay. Interesting. So I'm guessing we're gonna have to use ranged attacks on him, but you can get up there in some way because there's a chest up there.
Quickly.
Have to go around the back, like the back over here, and there, and or up here, and then jump from there. We're gonna figure it out. Just move closer. If it If I didn't have to work tomorrow, I'd watch you for hours. I think you're really good at streaming. Thank you so much, Till. I appreciate it. I have spent quite a lot of hours doing it, so I do have a little bit of practice in it. But I actually appreciate you a lot saying it to me, because even though I have many hours behind me on it, I still have that nagging feeling behind that I'm not very good at it. So it really means a lot that you say that. Thank you. Right, Lae'zel, can you jump over there? You barely... No, you just can't do it. No, you can jump right... No, you can't even jump into the fire. Well, you are just useless. Thank you for following, DJ. I appreciate it. And you don't have enough movement. Okay, what is he gonna do? Arrest them! Yeah, exactly. I knew it. So, Astarion, can you hit him from there? You have a disadvantage, but it's fine. We'll try it. I'll do a little bit. First playthrough? No, semi. I played it when it was first released, and then I forgot most of it because I haven't played it since. So, gameplay-wise, I have to relearn everything, but story-wise, I do remember some of the bigger things. I think I arrived at Baldur's Gate, and then I didn't do much there, and then I stopped playing for a while and never got back into it, so I haven't finished the game. Great. So you will not walk into the fire. We have just learned from these guys that fire hot. Fire indeed hot. And me. Yes, well, that's what I said. Fire hot. Fire indeed hot. Okay, apparently you can't not walk through it. Don't I have a bottle of water or something that I can throw to extinguish both me and the others? That would be nice. Oh, wow, I've got so much crap. There, we've got water. Throw the water. Nice. Still fire there, but we can jump over that. That's fine. That's good. And I can't move anymore. I don't have anything left to do, so I'm just gonna do this. And Gale. You know what, Gale? You should jump over there. You're gonna walk through the fire, but you can heal yourself. And then you are gonna smash this thing. And you couldn't even do that right. Wonderful. Lae'zel, you big burly girl, can you jump over all of them? You can, but you have to walk through the fire first. Well, it would appear that the fire that was so good to us in the earlier episode has now turned its eyes against us and is currently wreaking havoc upon our health. I asked because of it saying Dungeon Master. Yes, that's because my channel name and everything else is Masterful Dungeons, so yeah, I'm trying to do something that kind of fits with my whole brand, if you want to say that. Lae'zel, can you hit him from there? No, path is interrupted. You should have stayed behind. So you didn't... Yeah, that's sure. Right. You know what? I am just gonna... There. So we're gonna go up there. And then... Yes. And then we're gonna jump up there and shoot him. Let's see what he does. He'll just shout. Oh, he's gonna use armor on himself. Okay, great. Astarion, you big beautiful boy, shoot him! Critical miss. Well, can't win them all. That's okay. So, I will just go back here. And then I can't do anything ranged other than throwing up there, and I don't want to miss anything. So, Lysel, you go back here again, and then you use your bow. I think we're just gonna shoot him. We're gonna keep missing. Can you spawn a mage hand next to him? Is a mage hand strong enough to do that? Interesting. Well, let's try it with Gale. Mage hand. Not enough space. Let's try it. Go a little bit closer. Target out of sight. It doesn't look like it. No. But we could move in here. No. Doesn't seem like it. Not enough space. Target out of sight. No. Unfortunately. I didn't know that a mage hand was strong enough to shove people. What class are you using? I'm assuming you mean on my character. He's a rogue. So, shocking grasp. Can that hit him? No. Can't reach destination. No. 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 Okay then. And I can't do anything other than throw, so over there. And you can't do anything. Awesome. Astarion, you're up again. Okay. So how much health does he have left? 13. No, it's not. 11 out of 13. That's not so bad.
Time to push my luck again.
And I can't do anything at the moment. So, Gale, you go there. Maybe you can spawn a mage hand up there. Now that you can see a little bit better. Can't reach destination. Can't do that. No, 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 no. Okay, can you use Shocking Grasp on him? Can't reach destination. Okay, of course. Then, Lysel, you use your bowy bow shooty thing. There, no, path is interrupted. You need to be further behind. There we go. Now you should be able to do it right. There we go. Yay! Awesome. So he's fairly low on health now. So that's at least something. Not on my watch. Great. And Astarion, you know the drill. Come on, we could have everything be over. Yes. Thank you. That dragged on a little bit. You can also click on the enemy avatar at the top of... Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you, Ollie. That's pretty helpful, actually. Okay. Well, you know what we need to do now. Short rest. Oh, wow, short rest. So that means that we do have... No, we don't have anything here, so... I think we're gonna take a long rest because we are all low on spell slots. So, long rest. Yes, that's just necessary. Okay, now we have quite a few people who wants to talk to me. Shadowheart for one, Withers, and who was the last one? Astarion, of course. Let's just go talk to Withers. Oh yeah, of course. It's the party for these guys, tieflings. Yeah, of course. Well, then we're gonna spend a little time in the camp. Apparently, I've forgotten that this was now, and I feel a sneeze coming on. Just a second. It's not gonna come, but it's just gonna stay there, teasing. Ugh. Ah. Fantastic. Would you have words with me? Well then, of course, sir, then we shall have words, of course.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Not to be rude, but what are you?
There are many answers to that question. None are important.
Sure. Skeletons aren't supposed to be able to talk.
Correct.
Are you going to explain further?
No.
I see. I can attack him. I never tried that. I'm not gonna do that, but I'm quite curious to what will happen if you do. Anyways, you were sorting something before. What were you doing?
Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
That's alright, Ollie. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Impressive. Are there any other ways you can help us?
Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
Helpful. No one is dead on my side at the moment, though, and I don't plan on it happening anytime soon.
Indeed. Farewell.
Farewell. Bye. Okay, then Shadowheart wanted a word. Let's talk to her first. Shadowheart. What's up, girl?
Let me guess. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Best if we just get the subject out of the way now. The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow.
Is there anything I can do to help with it?
I don't think so, but you're sweet to ask. Maybe just be patient the next time you see me wince or cry out. It'll pass quickly enough. It always does. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
Sure, turn to other matters. Something strange happened. That artifact you carry, it seemed to just come to me.
I know. I felt it.
I didn't take it. I just suddenly had it.
You wouldn't have been able to take it. The artifact has a will of its own. It'd fight back if it didn't want to be with you. I felt it go from me to you. You need its help, just as it needs us. It's a box, after all.
I suppose you'll want it back.
Might not be possible. It's stubborn that way, prone to lashing out. Keep it for now. We can all help to protect it.
Sure. And you're not done talking, are you? Okay. What now?
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for?
Let me guess. Yourself?
I think you'll find I've been showing ample concern for myself since the moment we met.
True.
I mean, desperate people. Like those refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove.
Yet we came through for them.
Not so odd. We did the right thing, I'm fairly certain.
That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share
I
a
am.
bottle with me?
Another time. I need to talk to.
As you like. Try not to tire yourself out too much.
Great. And now she's done talking. So let's get over to Astarion. He wanted to talk as well. Oh, over here. Oh, that. No! Okay, now he doesn't want to talk. Why?
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful.
Really? Saving lives is awful?
We killed some goblins to save some tieflings. The tally of lives didn't change much. But what do I get for all my hard work? A pat on the head and vinegar for wine.
Sure. True, the goblins would have thrown a wilder party.
I'm just looking for a little more excitement. A little more fun.
Living in constant peril isn't exciting enough for you?
Don't be so sour. I like a good time as much as anyone.
I'm certain.
You know, we could always make our own entertainment, darling. Get a little closer, so to speak.
No.
And here I mistook you for someone with taste. A pity. But have it your way. I'm happy to entertain myself.
I bet you are. Right, let's go talk with some of these tieflings. Lae'zel, you're not a tiefling. Sevlor, how are you doing, my good sir?
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
I love seeing these different responses that I didn't do. Yeah, that's one of the greatest things about this game, that there are so many different responses and so many different paths that you can take. I started the game quite a few times to really learn the ropes in the beginning, and I could just keep getting new alternate paths, even though it was just in the beginning. It was fantastic. Lacrissa, how are you doing, my girl?
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
Great. Jim Hoover, unrelated question, are you Danish? Yes, I am Danish.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow.
Alright then. Take your own advice. Let's try that again. Take your own advice, why don't you? Go on, mingle a little.
Later, perhaps. Don't worry about me. A night under the stars amidst nature's creation is just what I need after being locked up in the goblin's dungeon. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Wait. Do you only play D&D or do you do LARP as well? I have never LARPed, but I've always wanted to try it. I do enjoy the settings of it, and just next weekend we're going to a Viking kind of weekend that's happening near where we live, and just going there to spend some I don't know what it's called exactly. There's something with Vikings, with people dressing up and stuff, and we're going for that. I like that kind of stuff, but I've never done it. Like some kind of more like, not really reenactment, but more like well, yes, I guess it's kind of reenactment, but it's a weekend where people can come and see how Vikings lived during the Viking Age, and they can try and maybe smith something for themselves, or do something, or try some of the food, or try to shoot with a bow and arrow. We've been to something like that many times. It's more educational than recreational, but it's still very fun. Volo!
Aha, there you are. Come now, settle in. I do hope you have partaken of something bracing. This may well take us all night.
And by this you mean... What do you want?
Why, your naming, quite obviously.
My naming?
That ballad was but a crude preview, a frame without its crowning jewel. Your nom de guerre. Something iconic, but not too much of a mouthful. We don't want to exclude the common folk after all. I intend this tale to enrapture all.
Well, of course, naturally. Naturally. Thank you for the follow, Jim Hoover. And I'm just checking that I am up to scratch on all of the different chat rooms that are there. Yes, thank you for the follow. You have something in mind?
Far too much. This is the very problem. If you could set aside your many triumphs, carry out one defining act, not to belittle your achievements to date, of course, but besting a dragon, a giant, a god, perhaps. I must deliberate. Go, enjoy your evening. I shall have work for you in the days to come.
So my one crowning achievement. Well, there was this time where I turned on the vacuum all by myself. That was pretty good. Right. So anyone else want to talk? Alfira, are you gonna sing something?
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you.
Oh, so many songs about me.
But I need an angle. Any ideas?
Well, I've always liked 60 degrees because it's not quite a perpendicular angle, but it's just quite in between. But sure. Have you seen this, buddy? It would be a crime not to sing about it. No. Oh wow. Okay. No. How about Courage? Classic song material.
Fitting. You're braver than half this camp combined. That deserves to be remembered.
Sure. Lacrisa, we have talked already. What about you, Lae'zel? What inspiring words do you have?
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness.
Well, Lae'zel.
For us both, you've turned your back on me so often.
Sure. I'm grateful for your aid. You are, despite your many, many weird views, a gifted warrior.
Vlaakith demands of me no less. If only you'd earned the right to lay at my side. Come morning, you will wonder. You will wonder how my lips might have tasted, how my fingers on your skin might have felt. Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night. I intend to myself.
Let's make it 20.
Yeah, I wanted to say something funny, but everything that I was thinking about could be construed as something very, very offensive, so I'm just gonna shut my mouth. Hello, Mole.
If any of your stuff goes missing, just let me know. You're family now.
Oh, thanks, Mole. Anyone in here? Anything in here? Oh, a magic mirror. What does that do? Thank you for the like, Hugo. Appreciate it. Oh, this is where we can change our appearance, of course. And something very interesting. Last time I streamed, then the voice actor who was voicing the main the character here, the voice actor number 1, him.
Where to next?
That voice, he was streaming on Twitch as well, and he raided my stream. It was awesome.
What
was that? Let's hope the locals are friendly.
So, right, we don't want to change our appearance at this moment. So let's get back to the camp. Does anyone know if there's something that can be done here, or is it just exchanging platitudes with the tieflings, or is there actually something that you can do?
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy.
Charisma. Do we have... Okay, we don't have anything there. Well, let's try. You should join them. Have a pint or two. Oh, okay. It's not that bitch of a... It's not that bitch of a difficult class. Difficulty class. Yeah, not a bitch at all. There we go.
Perhaps it'll make the evening more tolerable.
Yeah, perhaps. Right. So... Gwex, I don't think we've talked.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
Sure. And anything over here? Bex.
I need to dance.
Then dance. I'm not stopping you.
No, I need to lie down.
Well, then do that. Done is.
Sherry! That's infernal for cheers.
And it's also a wine.
Possibly turnip.
Great. Gale, what do you think about this?
Thank you.
I'm sure you're welcome. Heh. Spontaneous thank yous makes me suspicious.
Come now. This is a night for celebration, not suspicion.
I thank you for seeking me out. Amid all this merriment, I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to eat this evening. Were our bond a little stronger, I might even have shared a moment of magic with you. Alas, our fledgling acquaintanceship has not yet taken flight. Such intimacy will have to wait.
Sure.
Another night, perhaps.
Right. I don't think there's much else to do at this point. We've talked with most of these guys, so we're just gonna go to bed.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. You've picked up a few pleasant memories on your journey amongst your struggles.
Hello, Wolf. Thank you for joining. Trying to look past my mic arm here. I assume you're doing the party after finishing Act 1. Besides dialogue and a companion romance advancement, I don't think there's much more. Yeah. Yes, exactly. It's the after we've saved the tieflings in the grove, then it's the party. Yeah. So I'm gonna go to bed alone because I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. I can't remember the lyrics in English, and I'm sure you don't want me to switch to the Danish lyrics, so I'm just gonna stop singing. Ooh, take 4 full long rests in a single clip. Sure.
It was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
I have pulled an arrow or two out of my ass. Right, what's so dangerous about it?
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. Shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls.
Oh no. So what do you suggest?
You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers. Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
Right. I've never, in the other playthrough I did, gone through the Underdark, so that could be an interesting twist to do something different. I didn't even know that you could. Okay, well, awesome. I never thought I'd say this, but it sounds like the Underdark is the safer route.
Anything is preferable to risking the Shadow Curse. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned.
Right. What about the Grove?
I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her.
Sure.
I'm glad you approve. I do not truly care if you approve, but I am glad. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence.
Very shrewd of you.
Contrary to how some think of us, we druids can play politics when necessary. Now, we've quite the journey ahead. Best get started. I advise you start in the Temple of Selûne. If you find the Dark Justiciar's hidden entrance, it could lead you all the way to Moonrise.
So, Wolf, you're saying that you always found it odd that he was so ready to abandon the Grove? Yeah, it does seem quite odd. I mean, I know why, because he's a companion and such, but yeah, it could have worked better if whatever we are trying to accomplish also threatened the Grove, then he kind of had to do that. I don't know. In any case, who do you think, I'm taking suggestions, who do you think we should have in our party? I want to go and get Karlach, because I really like Karlach, and I want to have her in the party. So far, we have had Astarion and Lae'zel and Gale. So, any suggestions for how the party should be built up? I've never traveled with Halsin. I've never traveled with Volo. The first time around, I was a bard, so therefore I didn't want to have another bard in the party. And these we already have. Shadowheart I did a little bit with last time, but I didn't really click with her personality. Maybe because she tried to kill me at some point. Anyways. Halsin, he's a druid, isn't he? So he can use guidance, he can transform into animals, he can speak with animals. Maybe he would be better to use than another rogue, because I'm already a rogue, so yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm sorry, Astarion, but you're gonna have to keep yourself company from here on out. I think it's better if you stay in the camp for a while.
Oh, darling, I'm hurt.
I'm sure.
I thought we had something special.
Yeah, you've made that abundantly clear.
I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work.
Oh, I'm sure you'd hate that.
Awful.
Oh, yes, awful, very awful. Yeah. And Halsin, let's...
Oakfather's blessings to you.
Huh, thank you. Let's just get you with us here. What do you say? Looks like a fun game. It is very fun and very, very quality and good in any way. So, yeah, I can only recommend it. Why can't I ask him to join me?
Wonderfully. If I'm honest, the grove was too comfortable for my tastes. I felt removed from nature. I'll miss my books, but I can find all the wisdom they contain out here, firsthand.
Sure. Well, if there's anything I can do to make you less comfortable, let me know.
I'm sure something will come to me, given time.
Mm-hmm. Right. So I think maybe to recruit him, I will have to go through some of these conversation options. So I'm just gonna do that quickly.
In other circumstances, I would have done the same. A bad impression. Though there's all I helped. If I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse. Hideous but fascinating. But in my eagerness, I put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, we have to get to Moonrise. But the less time we spend, precious little. Aradin would, well, what kept I studied the shadow curse for years.
Okay, so can't he join?
You wish to speak?
No, I wish you to join me. What? Okay then, apparently he doesn't want to join the party. Volo, you're up.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company.
Of course. What do you know about mind flayers?
Why, I'm practically an expert.
Oh.
They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close.
You know, I fought one of them. And they're parasites. Do you know anything about them?
As a matter of fact, I do. But why do you?
Oh! Not only have I encountered a mind flayer, I've killed one. Or a mind flayer planted... Yeah, a mind flayer planted one of their larvae in my brain.
That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now.
If only your disbelief could alter facts.
If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now.
But I'm not.
Infected by a mind flare? Oh, ridiculous.
That's what I intend to do, Wolf. Examine me and find out for yourself.
Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim.
Yes, you would, wouldn't you? Right. But
if I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, dear sweet gods!
If I accept his offer all the way through and, of course, get his... get the benefits from that, doesn't that disqualify him from using him as a companion? I'm not entirely sure. Why are you looking so damn good? So good, damn. Well, I don't know. To quote Sai, I got it from my daddy. Oh, thank you. Quit the shouting. Can you help?
I mean, yes. I suppose I can. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
Awesome. You've decided to remain in our camp. Having such a learned scholar nearby might be useful. You received Blazer of Benevolence. Remedial rhymes. When you aspire an ally using Abiding Inspiration, you gain 4 temporary hit points. Great. I never had an issue with it. I think the eye is worth it though. Yeah. I definitely think so too. Great. So does that mean that he can join us? Yeah. You said that already.
Cozy setup you have here.
Yes.
I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so. Not yet, I'm afraid.
Okay, so he can't join us anyway at this moment either. So we still need a 4th person. So it's either Shadowheart or Astarion. And since I am a rogue and since we desperately need a healer, I guess we're gonna go with Shadowheart this time around.
Did you have any strange dreams of late? Vivid ones?
Well, I did have the one where I was riding a unicycle through the desert and then all of a sudden I was in a swimming pool filled with Mountain Dew, but that's pretty much every night, so it happened to you as well?
Damn. I was hoping my imagination had gotten the better of me. But this must be something more. This dream companion wanted me to use the tadpole, use its power. Whoever it was claimed to be an ally, but I don't know. It seems like we can't escape this mess, in the waking world or otherwise.
Sure. Wolf, I knocked her out specifically because I wanted to see what she was like as a companion. I didn't know that you could go against the goblins and then still get her as a companion. So she's currently lying knocked out in front of the grove. And I don't know what to do from there, because I would really like to see how she would be as a companion. Join me.
All right, some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
Yes. Great. And she needs to level up a little bit. Or a little bit, maybe. She's level 3 only. Okay, that was pretty easy. Level 4. Cantrips. Let's see. Blade Ward. Bursting Sinew. Light. Produce Flame. Thaumaturgy. Thaumaturgy. And Toll of the Dead. Sure, let's just try the Blade Ward. Okay, and features. And this is where my knowledge falls a little bit short. I wouldn't know what features would be good, or what would be good for a cleric like her. Awesome, she is interesting as a companion, and if leveled up properly, she can be pretty OP. You won't see Thara again until you finally reach Moonrise Towers. Then it's a simple prison break. Okay, great. Put your hand on the campfire, Lamar Jackson edit. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Like, put my up there. What's going to happen if I do that? Healer heavy, yeah. Healer heavy. When an enemy within melee range attacks an ally, you can use a reaction to make a weapon attack against the enemy. So Wolf, do you know what feat would be good for her here? A ritual caster could be good because then she can heal outside of battle. I think. Okay, so it has to be one of those two, apparently. Okay, then never mind. Savage attacker, sentinel. And now I'm feeling under pressure, because it's not very exciting to see a guy looking at a list, choosing. Yeah. Alright, we'll just go with Lucky, I guess. Okay then. Let's get back to the game. Leave camp. And we are now at the Goblin Bridge. So we didn't loot last time, so we are gonna loot a whole lot of goblins at this moment. A hand drum, nope. Sharp eye, ooh, arrow of roaring thunder. Take that. And nothing of interest there. What do Gorgon has on him? Have on him? He doesn't have anything. What's in here? Oof. Revivify, nice. And supply packs. Hide armor +2. That is interesting. It's medium armor. I don't think I can use that, but gain a +1 bonus to dexterity saving throws, ambusher, and a +1 to initiative rolls. Ooh, interesting. I'm just gonna take that and we'll take a look at that later. See who it will work with. What about Shadowheart? Does she have... She has medium armor, so that would actually fit her quite well. So you are just gonna wear that. As I said, you are gonna wear that. There we go. Great. And grease bottle, nice. I spent quite a few last time on the battle. So to get one back is 300 gold. Ha! Krolla! Yeah, that'll teach you. Oh, I need to do something. I need to do something. Kill that chicken. Kill the chicken. Kill the chicken. Come here, chicken. Okay, I think there are goblins over there. So no. No, yeah, there are goblins over there. We're gonna loot. We're gonna finish the loot, and then we're gonna kill the chicken. That sounds like a plan. Oh, chicken. No. Okay, apparently it just runs in a circle. So when it comes back, Okay. Who is... he's there. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I'm just gonna use an acid splash on him. And... saved. Okay, so that didn't do anything. Shadowheart, you are new in the group, so I'm gonna have to figure out what you can do exactly. You have a lot of spells. So you can shield, inflict wounds, sure. Does that only work on necrotic? Sure. And oh no, whoops! I pressed space. Watch the high ground, Obi-Wan. Yeah. It's over, Bao Eknuk. I have the high ground. Okay, Gale, we're gonna use a cantrip because I don't want to use any of your spells at the moment. Ignis! Right, and then Lacel, you can go over there and do your stabbity stab thingy. Nice. Very good. Oh, chicken. Where's the chicken? Chicken there. Chicken. I'm gonna kill chicken. Come on, chicken. I can't hit it. Okay, Gale, you do the honors.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
No, I have a cantrip. I can use the splash, acid splash, in front of where the chicken is gonna run. There. Oh. Nice! We got the chicken. Disheveled chicken, yes. Well, we got him. Right. We didn't finish the loot, so we're gonna finish the loot. So, some fire arrows, that is awesome. Crawler, we already looted you. I think we looted these guys over here too, didn't we? I think we did. Great. So what do we have over here? We have a music box, we have studded shield, crude chest. Ooh, nice. And a metal shield, that's awesome. I don't think it is still just an armor class, but it does look better than your shield, Shadowheart, so you are gonna take that. Yes, you are. And I don't know if there's anything. Oh, a little rope and trap disarm kit. Nice. And a jug and a few other things. Leather gloves, battle axe. Okay. So I am gonna go and surprise these guys over here. And now that you did say the high ground, then we might as well make use of that, Wolf. Yes. So I am gonna split from the group, go up and gain the high ground. I can't go all the way up. Don't know if that's of use then. But let's try to see. Oh, I still don't have a ranged. Yeah, that's because I lost my crossbow down here in the camp. So never mind then. Yeah, just do that. Nice. And I am the only one that they have spotted. So that means that if I go to Lae'zel, you can sneak over here. And you don't exactly have a sneak attack, but you can do a ranged attack from outside. Gale can be your opener. What did you have in mind there, Wolf? What did he have that could be good for that? Okay, Lae'zel is in the back. Well, wow, we didn't do a lot of damage on these guys. Okay, sure. So let's go to Gale. He has Scorching Rays. Yeah, but I'm not looking to use a spell slot at this moment. So I'm just gonna use Firebolt, simply because it's a cantrip. Yeah. Nice. Well done, Gale. You are kicking ass tonight. Very well done. And Shadowheart. Let's just get you over here and then let's see. What cantrips do you have? You have Firebolt, you have Sacred Flame. So that's in a single target, yes. You have Resistance, Blade Ward, and Guidance. Well, let's just keep going with Firebolt. Shadowheart casts Firebolt on Tracker. She needs 13 to hit. They rolled 9. Lucky. Re-roll with advantage. Spend a luck point to gain advantage on your attack. Okay. So how many of these luck points do I have? Is that 1 per day or something? Can I see that? Luck points. You have an inexplicable lock that seems to kick in at just the right moment. You can use your lock points to gain advantage or force an enemy. And it recharges once per long rest. That's exactly what I was curious about. So do not react. I don't want to spend it on this because that's just silly. Great, so she missed and we are back in the battle. And I can't really do anything there from the high ground, so I'm gonna give up the high ground. And there we go. Wow, you had a lot of movement. You can move in. You can meet. Well, okay, fair enough. You can move more. Wow. He's surprised, and she's surprised. Well, that is just wonderfully great. And you could use an action search, but we don't want to waste that on this. Right then it is this. I can't get... Oh, yeah, I can just get over there. So that is wonderfully great. And then we can do a main hand attack. Yes, piercing strike. No, just use this. Nice. There we go. That is good. I don't have another... Why don't I have another weapon equipped? What happened to my other... I do have my other weapon equipped. Ah, okay, that's because... Yeah, that's because it only shows the one that I have in my... Yeah, great, that's all. I get it. I get it. And you can't do anything else, so you can just wait for Kiss to do that. And Crusher. Oh, that's 21 damage. And he threw a stone at Lae'zel. Okay. You know that sharp thing in your hand? Try and hit people with that. I'm right there. But sure, you do you, I guess. I'm not gonna complain. So, Gale, you are gonna move closer here. And can you use that on her? Yeah. You have just as high a chance of hitting her, and then she won't be a problem later. So that is fantastically great. Then we move on to Shadowheart, and you will use one of your cantrips. Sure. There we go. Fantastic. And then Lae'zel, you shall go to him and use your main attack. You missed, so you use your second strike. There we go. And he's dazed now. That is good. And then we're over to me. So you're gonna walk there, you're gonna attack her, and let's see what's going to happen. That happened. That was quite good. And he is dazed, so he's not gonna do much. And now he's also... Is he? He is threatened. Yes, exactly. Oh, wow. He still did quite a lot of damage on Lae'zel. Ow. Okay, then. He's tough. He's very tough. Okay, Shadowheart, you are standing in the... Yeah, electrocuted too. I think these boots are a very bad thing for us to have. Lae'zel, you're gonna take off these boots as soon as the battle is over. Who is saying that all the time, that he's talented? Someone over here. Okay, Lae'zel, now you do your thing and hit him. There we go. Thank you so very much. And then you just move right out of that water. Sure. So we have a healer now, don't we? I think we do. Shadowheart. What can you do to heal? Cure wounds, that's a spell. You don't have a healing cantrip. Right, because then you would just be able to heal. Yeah. All the time. Sure. Heal, lay, sell, I think. Good. And lay, sell, then you can use your second wind. Nice, there we go. Awesome. And now we have fairly good life. That's good. Loot these buddies. Cure wounds for now. Once she is a higher level, she gets a lot better. Yeah, I can imagine. Crusher's ring, movement speed 3 meters. Interesting. I am just gonna equip that with my guy. There we go. Those boots electrocute you. Many. I can see the complete. Just a second. Those boots electrocuted my party many more times than an actual enemy. Yep, yes, that's what I have experienced as well. And thank you for reminding me. We're just gonna go to Lae'zel, and you are gonna throw these boots so far away that we're never gonna see them again, okay? In fact, Gale, time to eat.
One with the weave.
There we go. And then open here and open that, and can't he? Hello, Graham. Welcome to the stream. Can't he eat that? Why can't he eat that? What is it that... How do you get Gale to absorb the item? I thought you would just right click. Okay, does anyone know how you can get... Not until he says he wants to eat. Oh, so he's a picky eater. Yeah, okay, great. Well, that's just wonderful. But once he does, once he feels like eating, then we will get rid of these damned boots. Dead adventurer. Nice. Okay, now I want to know who is that talented guy who keeps saying that he's talented. Oh, I wonder if that's the guy. You have to wait until he asks for it. Yeah, I think I've gotten that. You know what? We are gonna see if you are talented in not getting kicked off or shoved off this. You don't have enough movement. You can't jump. Nope. Okay, you can go to there at least. So did I actually have enough movement to go? Oh, I could go all the way over to him. Well, then I will try to see if we can do this, because this is just so much fun. No. It's so disappointing when it doesn't work, but it's so satisfying when it does work. Right. Shadowheart, what can you do? You're just gonna go closer. And Gale, you are gonna go closer too. Good. So, Rancer. Let's see that talent of yours, right? Ha! 3. Well, let's try again, shall we? Successful. But he didn't go whoosh. Okay, let's try that one more time. In my opinion, he's the coolest goblin if you join the goblins. Fun dialogue interactions. I've never tried to join the goblins, so I wouldn't know pretty much any of their personalities, but good to know. I'm gonna have to try to do that one time where I will join them. So I'm hoping that that you don't think less of me for making him go whoosh.
No time to waste.
Fate, what? Well, okay, well, he is pretty talented at not getting shoved off the ledge here.
Unleash me.
Unleash you. Yes. You're gonna go there. And Shadowheart, can you move all the way there? You can, but if you use your bonus, then you can't shove him. Aww.
Time to strike.
Okay, he just didn't do anything. Right, I really want to shove him off. So I'm gonna do it until that it happens. And then, of course, I need to be sure not to shove any of the others. There we go. It's successful, but nothing happens. What? Is this just a place where you can't throw people off of? I have a feeling.
I am fury. I am death.
There we go. A red line means the path is blocked. Okay. Well, I just thought that it meant that he would fall into where he wasn't supposed. I don't know. I want to see him go whoosh too. Yeah, well, he did. Whoosh. Okay, what is going on over here? Dead Adventure. And Scroll of Sleep. Well, looks like he used it. A little too hard. Lae'zel, can you open up this chest over here with your very convincing swish? A little bit. And a little bit more. There. Okay, so there was a bronze chalice in there. Can't reach this. Why can't you reach this? What is wrong with you? Okay.
One true way.
No time to rest.
Why can't you reach this chalice? It's right there. It's right. It's right there. Well then I guess we won't get a challenge, chalice today, right? Nothing of interest up there. So we are gonna go back in. I still hear voices. Me hear people, but me not see people. Are there people up there? There are people up there still. Alright, well, those people need to go away. Like, violently go away.
Let's see what this does.
Alright, there are people in here too. So there's one up there. There's a warrior there. There. And thank you so much for following. I can't see the name. There it is. JB Collins. Thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube. Great. Shadowheart. You can just use your Firebolt on one of the guys that are a little less inclined to have health. Okay, they are all above 12, it seems. Oh, no, you can use it on him. Come on! Almost. It was a good try. Good attempt. And I'm gonna go for the high ground. There we go. And nice. Thank you. And you can use this bow until you get your crossbow back. Break the war drum. Yes, I was thinking about that. Thank you, Thomas. Good. And I think, Lae'zel, you can go in here.
On the move.
Because then we don't have to break the war drum just yet. Because if they try to leave, then they will provide Lae'zel with an attack of opportunity. So Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But I'm just gonna try. Nice! Well done! And you can't do much there, so no. Good and good. You could use action search, but no. Right then. Yes, that's exactly what I had hoped, that he wouldn't go for the ward rum, so that is fantastically great. And Gale, can you hit her up there? No, you can't. Him? Yes, you can, but it's low ground, so let's see. Miss. Yes, of course. I don't know why I love lighting all the light sources in the game. So, you're just gonna stand in the corner. You didn't hit. Into the corner with you. Ow! Ha! Ooh! Not good. Right. So let's... Shadowheart. That's your name. You will try to... No, I am up there. My character's up there, so... he will walk over there. So, Shadowheart, you will just try to see if you can't hit him. No. You'll just miss. That's fine. And then you'll go in there. Because then you won't... Lighting. Then they won't hit you. Lae'zel, you... devilishly war girly Githyanki you. Nice. Very well done. Then you will go up there. Fantastically great. And then you will of course hit him the next time.
Another fight.
And you will go there. There we go.
What do I have to lose?
You mean besides your life? Okay, so she's weakened by the Bane, but what exactly does that do? 1d4 penalty to attack rolls. Ooh, nice. Greetings, Osiris, from the far end of Egypt, or the Egyptian pantheon. I actually don't know where the gods in Egypt lived. In any case, welcome. Is this your first playthrough? If not, have you ever made it entirely through Act 3? No, I made it through Act 1 and Act 2 once, like back when it was released. But I I only just reached Baldur's Gate in Act 3, but never went through it. This is really cool, thank you very much. They lived around the Nile, yeah, but did it have a name, like Asgard or Mount Olympus or something? Or was it just called the Spirit World? I don't know. Great, and people are... Great, I'm up to speed.
Death is but a word away.
Gale, can you redeem yourself? Last time you missed. Let's see if you can do something here. Ha ha. Nice. Very well done. I like that. Heh. Oh. Huh? So I guess that was pretty much all the sounds that you can make in one round. Ha! Ooh! Huh? Okay, is it Shadow? Yes, it's Shadowheart. Shadowheart, you just go out there and you use the Firebolt on him. See if you can hit him. You can't not. You cannot. Can't not. And Lae'zel, you will of course do your stabbity stab thingy there, and it of course works. And then you will walk to him. Nice. And I will do my little bit of a stabby stab here myself on her. And she apparently is very dexterous. I can't wait to get back into this game. Well, it is a great game. I just only got back into it last week, and it's just amazing. It can be recommended to just play through it once, or just play it once, not all the way through like I did, but play it and then not touch it for almost a year and then get back into it, because then it's many of the things are new to you. Alright. Gale. Shoot him now. No, also missed. Where are you from? I am from Denmark. Yes. I have friends waiting for me to join on PS5. So like right now? Or generally just you have a group to play with?
Knight to King 5.
Knight to King 5. Does he play chess? Oh, I guess he does. Ooh. Ah. Swift and lethal. I like that. If you can do that, I would be happy. Well, just like we practiced. Nice.
As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here.
Great. Act 3 is very good. I've only played through it entirely once. Yes, I imagine Act 3 is good. That's why I actually want to finish it one of these days. So I'm looking forward to getting there. Not your usual haunt, I take it?
Quite the understatement, but yes. Let's not linger in this place any more than necessary.
Right. You have friends who you play Elder Scrolls Online with, and they waiting for you to get this game. Ah, I get it. Sure. Why are you coming up here? Sure, let's have a little meeting in the gangway. Ooh, fire arrow. Nice. And even more loot over here. No, he didn't have any loot. Yes. No. Yes. Ooh, helmet. Okay, it's just that. Constitution saving filth. I think we can use that. I don't think she has a helmet, so she can get that. And let us put it over there. Yes, thank you. And just because it looks like it really hurts her ears, we are gonna hide the helmet. There we go. Yes. Good. And then I saw a chest up here. I want that chest. Oh, equip the bow. I want to have a ranged attack again. There we go, good. And as soon as I get my crossbow back, then I'm gonna switch that out. So that's a leather helmet, that's a light armor. I assume that Shadowheart would want that. Oh, she has her circlet instead equipped, but that doesn't do anything. So I'm sorry, Shadowheart, that's just gonna go away, and you're gonna equip this. Yes, exactly. And like so. Good. But enjoy. I'll catch up with you another time. Always good chatting. I'm going to go game now. Well, happy gaming. And thank you, Lucky, for the rose. And hey, Habuli Colling. Well, I have been to Colling, and I know people who live there. Torches. I think my companions need torches. Yes, they do. Yes, there we go. And there we go. Good. So let's get down here. So I actually thought that if you were fighting at the grove, then you would have to fight the goblins here in the camp, which meant that I actually I could have just fought my way through the goblin camp the first time around. But well, I guess the leaders aren't here now, so that's something. So yeah. Skal på ferie i Danmark i sommer. Well, that's awesome. Where are you going? Luki said that he's going to vacation in Denmark come summer, or during the summer. And thank you, Louis, Diego, Marilo, for the like. Okay. Can we try to do a sneak attack? That That is Lookout Garage and Torturous Spike. Right. So you use your... Yeah, you use Sneak Attack for that. Haha. Nice. He's gone. And... we... Are we in combat? I don't think we are. Now we are. Okay, wow. Legoland, Rømø, and Tyskland. Okay, that's awesome. Legoland is awesome. Sure, love your content, thinking and printing at some point the initiative tracker. Well, that's awesome. If you do, please let me know how it goes. I had one in the chat earlier who had just today, I think, used the tracker in a game of D&D, and it was just awesome. He's sent me a picture. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet, but it's fantastic when I hear about people using the things that I design and create. That's awesome. Lae'zel, let us do a little... He's almost dead, and you can't really hit any of the others, can you? No. So you're gonna see if you can finish him off. You couldn't. Awesome. What else do you think for future? Do you mean like future designs and products? Well, I have... Oh, something happened. There we go. Darthgrum, thank you for the follow. Yes, I have plenty of designs on my to-do list, and actually I'm gonna make a video about it in the coming week or so, because I'm pretty much finished with the tracker at the moment, and what I want to do is I'm gonna let my patrons vote on which of the many projects that I have in the pipeline, which of the projects that I'm going to work on for the next month. So I'm going to make a video about what projects I have lined up and how people can vote on the ones that they want to see the most. But the thing that I have almost finished the most is my treasure chests. Yeah, just a second. Like these ones right here. This is a small one, and I also have a big one up on the shelf, and one of these. And I want to make, well, these are pretty much finished, but I want to make them in different sizes and also make a kind of locking mechanism so that you can give your players a key and then they have to unlock it. And I would very much, thank you, Luki, have a lovely night too. Then I would very much like it if I could make a locking mechanism that was electronic, because if you could do that, then you could also make, if you used the wrong key, then it would set off a trap, or maybe if I can pull it off, maybe turn the chest into a mimic if you use the wrong key. Thank you, Loki, for the roses. I feel like a princess. Right, Warlock Grez. Okay, he's a long way away. I'm not gonna worry about him. Then it's True Soul God. No, and then it's me and Shadowheart. Great. Graham says you love my initiative tracker. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's funny that the initiative tracker was initially just, well, a project that, that didn't really it was just like a small project that I had sidelined for a long while, and I didn't really think that people would be enthusiastic about it. But that has really been my most successful product, like, of all the things that I've created. So that was pretty fun to see. Okay, I can't do anything else, but maybe I can take a potion of healing. Yes, that I could do. Then it's Shadowheart. What can you do? Do you have anything with splash damage? I would very much like something with splash damage. Okay. No splash damage. But you can throw stuff. And we do have plenty of throwable stuff to throw. So we're just gonna put the... Oh, you have them, Lae'zel. Yes, over to Shadowheart. Yes, thank you. I think sometimes the simple things are the best. One idea is a future feature. Yes, that's pretty well said. So you are gonna throw this Alchemist Fire down to these guys. Thank you so incredibly very much. Nice. Maybe add condition markers for the initiative tracker. Yes, if you saw my latest video that I put out yesterday, I have actually started experimenting with that. Good. And you can't do anything else than that, so... And I don't want you to use your spell slots just yet, so you're just gonna keep there. And I can't do anything, and... Gale, what can you do? You do have more spell slots, so you are gonna spend that on that, and the path is interrupted. Okay, then you are gonna move a little closer then. Oh, haven't seen that one. We'll take a look. Yeah, great. But that was precisely to showcase the condition markers for the tracker. Hello, Ash. Welcome to the stream. Ooh, critical miss. No, I don't like that. Well, you're gonna go back because your health is very much not there. Good. I'm assuming, Ash, that you are Ashley from the Discord server. Right. Okay. He doesn't have a lot of health left. Yes. And he missed, I think. Good. Lae'zel, you can shoot at that guy. Yes. And then you can use your pommel strike on him because you have to do a short rest in between. Right. Sure. See, I thought it would just be a quick in and out, go in and get the stuff that we needed, but I hadn't anticipated that we would run into all of these guys in here. Ooh, wow, that was that. He used the Absolute's Will. Interesting. I haven't seen that before. Okay then. From where are you from? I am from Denmark. See, if I can use my bow on him here, yes, that's awesome. Then I can use my offhand weapon on this guy, and... Well, fair enough. The country with the tasty things. Like... Sure. That's one way to describe it. Okay, I can't do anything more here, so Shadowheart, if you can just... Yep, you have advantage on him, so just hit him. There we go. And then you can use your healing word on who needs it the most. Well, I think, yeah, definitely Lae'zel. Nice. Good. And then you're gonna stand here, and they are gonna come closer. Oof. Good. Gale. Let's use another Scorching Ray. I think that's pretty good. You can use that on him. Ooh, True Soul God. Ooh, that's not... You have no idea what game that is. Well, it's called Baldur's Gate. Basically D&D in a computer. all the rules and the spells and everything is exactly as in D&D. So how much damage does this do? It does 6 to 36. So duk duk and duk. Yes. Ah, nice. Very well done, Gale. I like that. So that's what BG. That's what BG3 looks like. That is what BG3 looks like. Right. I am not exactly happy with this bell. I think they are kicking us a little too hard. Good. And then she can use an arrow on Gut down there. You know the Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves movie? Yes, I've seen it once, but only once. So I actually only barely remember it. Oof, nice. Every time they've used Eldritch Blast in this game, they have had a critical miss. Right. So he needs to go down. He definitely needs to go down. Can I use a sneak attack on him if I have advantage? I can, and I have advantage because he is surrounded. Kind of like the movie. Yeah, it's a great movie. I remember it. It was pretty fun. Awesome. And then the offhand weapon. Oh. Okay. Shadow Heart. How much does your main hand attack do? That's not much. So a Firebolt is better. So sure. You can just. Okay, so that provokes an opportunity attack. Sure. Okay, then you're just gonna use your main attack. It didn't really do much. You have updated your Discord PFP. I don't know what that means. Casual wizard gameplay. Fireball! Yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Profile picture. Okay. PFP. Yeah, of course. That makes sense. So Gale, you can't move, and you have, I think, disadvantage. Yes. Oh, sorry. Well, you do have a staff, so just use that, I guess. Yeah, sure. Great. Hermes. I know of Hermes. Right. So we were hit with acid or something? Poison, sure. Ooh, I am very low on health. I'm off to work. You keep the party going there and enjoy the high ground. Thank you so much, Graham. Thank you for stopping by. Greek messenger god. Yep. That would be Hermes, yes. Right. Lae'zel, you can just go do a regular attack on him and hopefully that'll finish him off. And you miss completely. Okay, well then you're gonna do an action surge and you're gonna do it again. There we go. Nice. Good. Yes, I am aware. Great. See, that was a bad place to position Lae'zel now that I think about it. Alright, I really need to heal. So, healing, potion of greater healing. Yes, just use that. That is good. At only 9? Wow. Fair enough. Well, if you can just... You have disadvantage. Why do I have disadvantage? It's because I'm poisoned, sure. Well, let's just do a fire arrow then. And let's go to here. And use a fire arrow to there. Nice. Immune to fire damage. Well, that's just wonderful. Okay, I am poisoned and I'm low on health. I am gonna go a little bit into the background. Shadowheart, can you do something to me? Cure wound or healing word? That's level 1. That's level 1. Yeah. Oh! I should have used it on Lae'zel. She has even less health than I do. Oh, wow. Okay then. Well, you use that on her. Shield of Faith. Awesome. Ow. I don't like that guy up there. He keeps hitting hard. Right. Gale, you will now do your Scorching Ray one more time on him. Sasa! That's Sasa! Sure. And path is interrupted for him, so you move up there. That should give you a view of everyone. Yes, that's 1. That's 2, and that's Sasa. Nice. Sasa is gone. And then you are gonna try to move away. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. She casts a Ray of Sickness on Shadowheart. They rolled a 20. Okay, we are gonna use our lucky trait to re-roll that attacker's die. Hehe, miss. Ha 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 ha. Fantastic. Good. Lae'zel, I would very much like for you to use a healing potion. No, a healing potion. Yes, there we go. And then you can... Yeah, let's just try. Did a little bit. How much was the game again? I can't remember. I don't know if there's a sale on it. I'm assuming that it's a little bit cheaper now than when it was new. Like that would make sense. Okay, I am no longer poisoned, so I like that quite a bit. So let's go here and see if we can use a different kind of acid arrow. Sure. There we go. Saved, but they are low on health, both of them, and they are standing in acid, and they are gonna lose health as soon as it starts. So, good. Shadowheart, do you have anything long range that you could use on this guy up here? That would be very incredibly great. Path is interrupted. Let's see from here then. There we go. And let's try to re-roll the lucky with the lucky. Nice. By the way, Tess and I am getting to be real close friends, to be honest. Well, that's awesome. That's great. I like that. Great. Gale, you can then use a firebolt. Yes. Nice. Just through my Discord server. Yeah. Sometimes the way that people meet other people is just so random. Well, that's awesome. I like that. Nice. And then you have your arrows, and hopefully that'll be that. Awesome.
You should take a look.
Nice. So that did use a whole lot of our health. So I think we're gonna take a short rest. Absolute's Warboard. If the wielder bears the Absolute's brand, they gain a +1 bonus to saving throws. Sure. And the Priestess's Key, Potion of Sleep, Absolute's Talisman. If the wearer bears the brand, they have advantage on death saving throws. Ooh, interesting. And a Healing Potion, Crude Mace, Burning Hands, a Rancid Note, and a Mind Flayer Parasite Specimen. So
this one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how.
ooh. Let's just do that. Open your mind to the tadpole.
Your mind swells as it subsumes everything the tadpole has to offer. Everything it was and everything it was destined to be. Pure potential. Pure power.
Good. You have grown your power and improved your chances of survival.
Great. So, and also some dudes joined your homebrew space campaign through my server. Oh, that's awesome. Remind me of Star Wars, the Clone Wars. Awesome. I am glad to hear that. It wasn't what I set out to do, but we are really starting to build a community here. I can really feel. So let's loot the other bodies down here. And nothing of interest. Gorribo. Ooh, Alchemist Fire. Nice. We are running low on those, so that's good. And a helmet, but none of the others can use that, so that's... Oh, there's acid there. Hold person. Booyah. Ritual Staff, yes. Making professional good bases, yeah. I guess. Ashley, if you can make a list and send it to me in Discord about what it is that you intend to do, then I can get a much clearer view on what it is actually, because I realized that one of the reasons why I've been so slow with it is because it just seems like such a far away aspect that I need to take a look at, and I don't even know what it is. So if you could do that, that could help speed things along. Right. And I think that I would like to pay the priestess a little visit. Last time she didn't like us, and I have a feeling she's not going to be particularly happy with us this time. Yes, of course, I'll do that. Okay, let's just sneak. And there she is. There she is. And of course, I will go for the high ground. Oh, wait, no. Let's wait until she turns around. There we go. Good. Turn around. Every time I wanna shoot you, then I ask you to turn around. And then we're gonna use a sneak attack. Why? What's going on? There we go. Haha. Nice. And okay, she did see me. She did see me. Well, up to the high ground again then. And you can't do much else, but you other guys, you can join in. Nice. So, Lae'zel, you will go over here, and then you can shoot her too. Oh, she has 75 hit points. Wow. Okay, then. Sure. So, you will use a trip attack on her. You have advantage. Nice. Very well done. So, Gale, you will then... Yeah, that's fine. You can just use that. You have advantage and... Nice. And Shadowheart, you can use that too, because you will also have advantage. Yes. Sure. Nice. Okay, so that's pretty good. This is pretty good. And she's down now, and I'm gonna end my turns on the individual players. Yes. Ooh, Gale is down. Gale is down. I thought that it would take a full action to get up, but is throwing a bonus action? That might be it. That might be it. Okay, so Gale, you can't do anything, and you can't do anything. You can't even help him. Okay, then. Right. So I will once again use my sneak attack, but I don't have advantage. I thought that I could just be up and then have advantage. Doesn't the high ground provide advantage? Apparently not. Okay. No, then I'm just gonna shoot. Sure. Nice. Ooh. I wonder what this does. What's your favorite type of pancakes? Are there more than one? Oh yeah, I guess there's the American pancake. Well, in Denmark we only have one type of pancake, so that's just basically the one that I know. Oh no! No! Oh wow. Okay then. So Shadowheart, you can just use your firebolt. Yeah, good. And Lae'zel, you will finish her off. Okay. There we go. Like the topping. Well, I usually just use syrup and powdered sugar. That's basically what I grew up with, and so that's kind of what I use now. A lot of my family loves maple syrup. No, we don't really have much of that, just basically the boring sugar syrup. I do like the maple syrup, to use maple syrup on top, but we don't really have much of that here either. And it's very expensive, so caramel basically, yeah, basically, I think. Okay, anyone, can you help me? I seem to remember that there was a key, like a keyboard key that you could press, and then it would highlight what you could interact with in the environment. Am I remembering something wrong, or is that actually a thing in this game? Okay, I get. I thought that I would look under the mattress or something, but no, I just straight up went into her bed. Sure, with the skeleton already in the bed. Oh, not just a skeleton, an animal carcass. Great. Oh, something happened. Thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube, Jin the 17th. That's a lot of Jins. Though the book is mildewed and covered with what seem to be imprints of animal gods, one recipe in particular is still legible. There is joy in helping others that I never knew. While I myself have never had any talent for manipulating the weave directly, I cannot get the look of wonder on Necros' face out of my head. That look he had when he imbued his potion, it fills my body with a soothing electricity I had thought impossible. Recipe for 1 elixir of arcane cultivation. Extracts needed vitriol of we must supplement of belladonna. Method in small doses at this. Yeah, that's fine. So that's a recipe. We have unlocked elixir of arcane cultivation. And what does that do exactly? It doesn't say what it does, but we have unlocked it, apparently. I got enough to, I don't know, buy me for the rest of my... Yeah, well, awesome. Where are you from, Ashley? Amulet of Misty. Ooh, nice. Good old Germany. Okay, great. Well, I'm assuming that we don't really have much maple syrup here in Denmark. It might just be that it's not what I usually buy. So, ooh, what's that? What is that? What is that? A pouch. Ooh, with loot. I love loot. Anything here? I was born in the States, though. Oh, awesome. So, how long have you lived in Germany? Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I knew that you lived in Germany. You've told me before. Yes, but if you were born in the States, 7 cents around. Yeah, so it's quite expensive. 7 euros. Okay, yeah, sure, great. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. And then, isn't there some kind of secret passageway down here? I think there is. Which means that I am gonna come back to here at 8. Okay, so you've lived there for your adult life, so to speak. Well, great. 25th of July. Well, great. That's going to be awesome. I'm guessing. Okay, so now I really want to go down there and get my stuff. Is there... Oi, 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 oi. There are people here. Yes. Time to press ahead. Ooh, ooh. There are people, and I don't like the people that are here. So, these people are gonna be unpeople. And they saw me. Great. Okay then. Oh, Gale is almost... Oh, I should have taken a short rest. Why didn't I? I keep forgetting. Oh, can the other people do that? They are not in... Can you take a short rest? No. No, that wouldn't... that wouldn't really make any sense. Okay, then. But what you can do is you can... provide... Yeah, you can go over there. Yes, of course. Of course. Yes. If you go over here... Here... You can get the drop on them. Yes, so Lae'zel, you are gonna go alone, and you can go here, and then you can do an attack on him. Nice. Very well done. And does that then mean that... Okay, yeah, they got spotted. Okay, great. But Lae'zel, you are there again, so you can just take care of him. Nice. Indeed, they could, but would not like... Indeed, they could, but would not like to be available for the whole combat, and if targeted, the rest is nice. Yep, yes. I see what you mean. I had already forgotten that I had asked about that. Great, so now we're gonna take a short rest. Ah, yes, that took the edge off. Gale, you are looking a little worse for wear, so if you could just take a healing potion, that would be good. Nice.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Yeah, exactly. Hello, NF, my boy. Or daughter, or babe.
Have to keep going.
Sure. Got some thirsty people in here today. Right. So are there people in here There are people in here. There is a Booyak Nat. And I think we killed the leader that was here. But we want to get up to the treasure door up here. So, yeah. We are gonna have to go into this place. Let's join the party. Oh, there's also people in there. In there. Oh, there's Barakal. Right. I want to see what happens when we talk to him now.
What's up for discussion?
You think this is funny? I'll be the one laughing when things turn ugly. Safer in here than out there.
Sure. Can we let him out? I know we can shoot him down, but can we let him out? This is just a whetstone. Is there a place, a lever somewhere? Oh, we can disarm the cage door. Sure. I'm just gonna do that. Oh, that didn't really go as planned. Let's roll again. We have plenty of inspiration points apparently. Add bonus. We're just gonna use a double guidance. No, we can't use double guidance, but we can choose who is gonna give it to us. And right now, Shadowheart is gonna give it to us. Come on! Wow. That was really bad. Oh, wow. Okay then, we are gonna roll again then. No, that's fine, Ash. Thanks for stopping by. Let's try again. There we go. Nice. Great. 21. Success.
Couple turns should do it.
There we go. Good. So the door is unlocked. You want to come out, Brackle?
Look at where the absolutes love gotten. Dead! Thanks for breaking me out. Gonna find me a new tribe. One that appreciates the old ways.
Yeah, you do that. I was this close to shooting out the bottom of the cage. Right, so we have these three guys over here, and I just wanna do something funny. There. Oh, they saw us. Alright then. You are gonna... you can't do anything. Oh, something happens. Well, good to know, Armando. Give them hell. Turn invisible and thunder wave them. Yeah, that... last time we just moved all... I just moved all my people up close on them and just threw them all in. This time I'm just gonna shoot them. Especially now that they noticed us. Yeah, there we go. And you can then move closer. Yes, there we go. Good. And me, you can't do anything, but you can move closer. You can move there. Ooh, and then shove. Yes. Ha 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 ha. Good. And yes. Oh, I didn't notice that Gale and Shadowheart wasn't in. Well then, they can join as well. Good. And just use a firebolt. With advantage. Nice. And Shadowheart, you can do the same. With advantage. Nah. You don't use... Oh, sorry. That soda wanted to get up again. Sorry. You don't use Scratch. Can I have him with me? I actually didn't know that. Well, I know a dog that's gonna get a visit very soon.
Can't even catch my breath.
Alright. Shall we go for... for a second. Run here. Shove. Ah. Aw. Right, then I am gonna go there, because then Lae'zel is gonna come here. No, you know what? We can loot them if we do this. Yes, exactly. Great. And I still have little... Yeah, I can still do this. Okay, wow. Fair enough. Ow. There we go. And me, you can just attack. There we go. Yes, you play fetch with him, and he becomes a summon. I didn't know that. I knew that you could play fetch with him, but I didn't know that anything came of it. So, great. Let us get back out here. And so you're saying that if I go back to the camp now and I talk to Scratch, then play fetch. I can only pet him. So do I need to pet him a few times before I can play fetch, or should I throw something on the ground? He has the help action. Ooh, that is quite useful, actually. So just throw something. Oh yeah, of course we have to throw. Yeah, I get it. Just gonna throw the mace right over there. I didn't know that. Nice. Play fetch with Scratch, the best boy in the realms. Awesome. Nice. So, do we need to do it a few times? I'm guessing I have to do it a few times. Brings me a ball at some point. That actually seems familiar. Yeah. Great. Well, let's just get back. Good. And there are people in here that we would rather not source. So we're gonna... Light on my feet. Oh, they are gonna see us from there. Great. So where... Oh, he is also there. The soul of the absolute. Could I do some kind of sneakity-sneak attack? If I could open this door, I could go up here. And then I could go up there, and then they would be on top. And... yeah, I think I'm gonna try and do that. Getting tired? Yeah, it is pretty late, and I also have to make a video for today, so... Oi! They saw me. On my way. That's not what I wanted. Okay, you guys... You go the long way around.
You serve my purpose.
You go to here. It's possible that you always have initiative. I am not understanding the question. Oh, that's the eye. Yeah, the scribing eye. Yeah, of course. Right, you guys are just gonna go there, and then we'll see what happens with the guy who saw us.
So much for peace.
It's one guy who saw us, the Booyak Nat. I don't think he called for backup though. So, don't you usually roll initiative? Yeah, that just happens automatically. When you next time we come into battle, you'll see that there is an initiative roll above every character's head, both us and the enemy. So that's when initiative happens.
One day I'll catch a break.
Oof. Alright, Lae'zel, you do have a bow too, so if you walk over here. Yes. Okay, so you go over to this game. Let's just walk alone, please and thank you. Then you're gonna walk there, and then you should be able to shoot that guy with advantage. Nice. There we go. We are outside of combat again. That was good. So we took down one of them. That worked out pretty well, actually. So that weakened the party in there substantially, actually. But I still want to go there, that way. I wonder if we could get rid of this Scriving Eye. How much health does that thing have? It has 8 health. So if we were to go in here and attack it, I would assume that the people in the room next door wouldn't hear it. But that's a dangerous assumption to make. So I'm just gonna use a sneak attack. There we go. Almost dead. Wow, that is quite good. Nice. Haha. Good. And I think I looted everything that was in here. Ooh, a war map. We didn't take that. We didn't take that. Elegant pen strokes trace out a map of the local area. The Goblin's Den is indelibly marked in greenish ink. The word Chionthar waves across the bottom where the largest river flowed. 3 additional locations are annotated. Caravans, goblins scroll to the northwest of the camp. Toll House, Knolls marks the far north territory. Forest, supplies, hovers over an arrow pointing to the forest just to the camp's east. Beneath the small letters, between the laurel. Sure. Great. And I have looted that chest over there, so yeah. Remember your short rests. Well, we did just take one, and I think we have spell slots.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Yeah, we do have spell slots left, so I don't really think it's necessary at the moment. But thanks for reminding me. Oh, can we get into that room from another way? Like, is there a... Can we get up there? No, I don't think so. Could be funny if we could. Maybe Lae'zel could jump up there, but we're just gonna go in through this place. So hide and unlock or lockpick this door. Nice. So it's unlocked, and now we just need to not get seen by these people. So they are walking there, and then they are walking over there. Oh, that's him. Okay. And that's him up there. So I would like to get upstairs to have the high ground. And I think if I walk alone now, yes, then I should be able to walk this direction here and up to... Just don't turn around, just don't turn around. Ah. He just managed to see me. That's wonderful. Okay then. Are there any other ways up here? Ooh, there are other ways up here. If we... Yep, we could have gone up there. Okay, well, the others are gonna do that. So Lae'zel is gonna walk up there and come over and help me. You are gonna be in charge of shoving, Lae'zel. Yes. Good. What will happen if we shoot this? And where are the people even? There's a people there. There's a people there. There is... Where are the people? So we've got this guy. Oh, they are jumbled there. Okay, so good. So that and that and that. And he's up there. And there's one there. And then there's this guy there. So... My guy is gonna try and shoot... no, it might as well be Lae'zel. I don't know if they will notice her if she shoots this. I just stabbed my stab wound. Well, it's efficient. But a little overdue maybe. A little overkill, I want to say. Oh, there's also one there. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Nice. Okay, Lae'zel is in the battle now too. So Gale, you get up here now. And you jump over there too. And then you that's two. Okay, you can't. Oh, you joined the battle from there. Wonderful. Fantastic. Great. Okay, Shadowheart. What do we want you to do? You could go there and push him off the roof. That could actually work because they are too preoccupied with the others to see you. Although you will be in a pretty precarious situation if they spot you. Oh, someone is still walking over there. Apparently he's not in the battle at the moment. Yep, he's not in the battle. Oh, she saw us. He saw her. Yeah. Okay, great. Okay, then my character is gonna shoot that. Great. So they are damaged a tiny little bitty bit. Oh, one of them is dead. That's awesome. Nice. Great. And the others are damaged. That's fantastic. Yeah. What kind of stab wound is it? Okay, he can't do anything else, so he's just gonna keep standing there. Then Gale, what can you do? You have your Scorching Rays. You don't have your Scorching Rays. Ah, I see. Yeah, that's the problem with being colorblind. I thought these were actually still available. You have to do a long rest to get those back, and we used them at the beginning of this area, so yeah, there's that. Anyways, then if you use an ice knife on them, the fire will go away. Then what will you do? Can you jump up there? No, that's too high. So it was really just worthless that you came up here. Okay then. What else will you do? Witch Bolt. Sure. Sure. If humans are made of 60% water, yes. Great. I think that you have to eat the combined products to, like, you haven't eaten a hamburger if you have just eaten lettuce. To eat hamburger, you have to actually eat the whole combined product. You know what? An action search could actually be quite good for Lae'zel here. So, an action search, and then you could throw. What do we have that you could throw? Throwables. We have Spiked Bulb. We have Void Bulb. Smoke Powder Satchel. 3d4. That could be interesting. And then Smoke Powder Bomb. It's also 3d4. I think I want to try and use this Smoke Powder Satchel. So over to Lae'zel with that. And then you are gonna throw that. And then we are gonna throw that down here. Didn't it? Okay, apparently there wasn't any fire there. So that's great. Ow. Don't do that. No. No. Uh-oh. Shadowheart is not doing too well. Not at all. Ah, okay then. Gale. No, not Gale. Shadowheart. You are gonna walk there, and then you are gonna use your firebolt on the. Where is the... Never mind then, you're just gonna throw this here. Yes. There we go. See, that's what I wanted. Yeah. I thought that if I threw it in the fire, then it would explode, but apparently there wasn't a fire at that exact place, so that really didn't do much. Yeah. Okay, and then you are not gonna jump, but you... No. Then you're gonna walk over there. Great. Lae'zel, you are gonna jump over there. Can you do that?
My path be true.
You can't do that. No. But you can... No, you can't even walk any more than that. Great, that's fine. So, who should she attack? He has 56 life left. He has 8. And 12 and 14. You know what, Lae'zel, if you can hit that guy, you have disadvantage because it's outside of normal range. You can also hit that guy, but then you could use a trip attack. Yeah, use trip attack on him. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Oof, miss. Right. Okay. Gale, what can you do? You can put a mage armor on Shadowheart. Increases to armor class 13. Okay, that's not that much even, because I think she has 17, so yeah, that doesn't really do much. Right. Yeah, sure. And he is very good at avoiding being hit with anything. Great. So what can I do from up here? Oh, I can shoot that guy. Yes, that I can do. That I most definitely can do. And I could use a smoke arrow or a fire arrow or something. I'm just gonna shoot him, because how much damage does that do? 4 to 9. Okay, that would mean that if I use a sure. I'm gonna use an arrow on him with acid, and then we'll see. There we go. He is down. That is wonderfully great. I am gonna take a healing potion now. That's good. And Shadowheart, you can't do anything else. Lae'zel can't do anything. Can you do a healing on others? Or only on yourself? Okay, you can only do it on yourself, so that was wasted. Fantastic. And he misses. Awesome. Fantastic. Ooh, critical hit on her. Ooh, nice. Can you say bratwurst? Bratwurst. Okay, so it doesn't really do much for me to be up here, so I'm just gonna go down. And then I can attack that guy. With... Sure. Nice. One left, meaning that I can do this. Not fantastic. Okay. Gale, can you get back into the game? You could go to there. That is wonderful. And Ice Knife. Ice Knife on him. And of course he saved it, so he didn't take damage.
My faith will protect me.
Okay. Shadowheart. You... If you could do something to that guy over there with this. Can't reach destination. Of course you can't. Oh, that's not a good place for her to be. There we go. Jump down there. Thank you. And let's see now. Can't reach the... Oh, it's because you have to be... You have to be close by. Okay, that makes sense. So, Guiding Bolt, I think. Nice. So he is about halfway through. Yeah. Oh, half in health. Right. Ooh. He could be hit by that thing. I don't know if that's gonna do much, but Oh, she can just shoot like so. So a trip attack on him could be quite good with advantage. Nice. And it hit, but he was saved. Still, he lost quite a lot of health, so that's at least something. Good. Can you get down there? Yeah. Good. Oh, oh, oh. He's a barbarian. I didn't know he was a barbarian.
A little help, please.
That's not good. That is not good at all. He's raging. She has 1 HP left. Ooh. This is interesting. He has more health left. Sure. You know what? I am gonna try to keep away from him. If Shadowheart could distract him for a round, if we can just keep him from taking damage or dealing damage for a single round, then his rage would stop. So I am gonna try and hit this guy. Good. And then I am simply gonna go up here again. Into the fire, yes. Yes. Discord just revoked my developer license. Need to apply for it again. Okay. Sounds weird. Right. Gale. Ooh, sleep. You have sleep. How much can you do? Up to 24 hit points. 28. So Lae'zel, if you could damage that guy. Yes, if you could use a trip attack again. Yes. Nice. Then Gale, can you do a sleep? Nice! We stopped his rage. Awesome. Yeah, I imagine, Ash. I can imagine why. Whew. Fantastic. And Shadowheart, you can't do anything because you do not have any spell slots left. So you are just gonna walk away. Okay. Yes. Good. And yeah, that's pretty good. He's sleeping. Then yeah, good. Miss. Fantastic. You are gonna shoot. Nice. And Lae'zel is also gonna shoot. There we go. Nice. Good. And then you are all gonna go down. No, we're just gonna shoot on him from up here. Yes. For the next round. Good. Yes. And Gale, you can use Cure Wounds on her. Wonderful. That didn't really do much, Gale, but well, sure. And then you're gonna walk over here, and Shadowheart, you are gonna walk over there too. Good. He is still sleeping, I think. So he's waking. Great. So he woke up now. That does mean that we can shoot at him again. Good. So high ground. Yes. Nice. That didn't really do as much as I had hoped. Lae'zel, do your thing. There we go. Nice. Awesome. So let's switch to Gale and close the group. Good. And then we want to loot all of them. First of all, let's loot that guy up here. Is that all three? I think it is. We had the priestess, we had Minthara, and then we had this guy. So I guess that's all three of them. Nice. Faithbreaker, 1 to 10, versatile, wielding with both hands. Okay. Good. So Lae'zel, I have a feeling that would be... No, not you, Gale. Lae'zel. Would that be something for you? No, that would not be something for you. You already have a much better weapon. Loved hanging out at the live stream for a bit. Gotta put my kids in bed and get ready for work tomorrow. Enjoy your work. Keep going strong, man. Thank you so much, Wolf, and thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Alright. What now? Should get
Wait, no. Stop. No, don't jump that. No, don't. What are you doing? Oh, okay. No, get down. What are you doing? Get over there and help him. Oh, wow. Yeah. It's one of those things where you see everything happen and you can't do a thing about it. Short rest. There we go.
Let's have a look.
Good.
Here we go.
So, one of the two things that we came here to do was to get into the treasure room right over there. Ooh, light crossbow. And that was actually the other thing that we wanted to do because... There we go. I lost my crossbow in the dungeons down here. So... Okay. Apparently there was acid there. I had forgotten. So now I have a crossbow again. I think it's the same as before, so... There we go. Treasure chests or crates. What do you have for us? You have an Amulet of Selûne's Chosen, which gives us Selûne's Dream, which is a healing potion. Regains hit points, but possibly falls asleep. Interesting technique. Then we have some Infernal Iron. We have Gloves of the Growling Underdog. He gains advantage on melee attack rolls while surrounded by 2 or more foes. Ooh, I think that could be good for Lae'zel, maybe. And Spring Step Boots. When the wearer dashes or takes a similar action during combat, they gain momentum for 3 turns. Sure. And gold and agates. Nice. Good. And with that... With that, I think I would like to stop the stream for now, because now I have achieved what I came to do. Oh, these are... Yeah. I got a crossbow back, and I have looted what they had in the treasure chamber. The treasure chamber. So with that, I am going to log off, and then I'm going to have to work on the video for today, and then I'm going to go to bed. It's already 2:30 here. So thank you guys all so much for